Yo, what is up? So in this tutorial, we're going to be going over how to make a simple double jump system. So you can run around and double tap to double jump. Try to jump on these cubes here. And yeah, you get the idea. So let's hop into it. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to hop into our third person blueprint. It doesn't really matter what kind of project you set up, it'll work the same way. So there is a really easy way to do this. You can go to character movement and type in jump up here in the search, and you can change, where is it? Let's see, maybe it's up here. Jump max count right here. Yeah, so right here, if you change this to 2, that'll automatically set it to where you can double jump. But that is very simple, and you don't play the animation on the second double jump. So we're gonna do it a little bit differently. I'm gonna come back into here. I'm gonna set this back to 1, and I'm just gonna try to get to my jump input. I'm gonna move all this stuff out of the way. So right here, after the jump, I'm just gonna pull this up, pull this over. We're gonna get, we're gonna right click, and we're gonna see is falling. And then we're gonna press B on our keyboard and click to get a branch. And we're gonna hook this guy up, and if we are falling, let me just straighten this up a bit. If we are falling, we are going to right click, and we're gonna launch character. And we'll hook this guy up. And our launch velocity right here, all we want to do is go on the Z. And I'm gonna just do like 1,000. And this will launch us in the air by 1,000. So next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna make a variable. It's just gonna be a boolean, so you can just leave that a boolean. And I'm just gonna call it double jump question mark. And I'm gonna set that to true right here. And then I'm just gonna add a little delay here, so you can press D on your keyboard and click the little 0.2 delay. And I'm just gonna Control C, Control V this guy over, and set that to not double jump. And then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna move this all over. Actually, let me just show you this real quick, because right now, if we do this, we can just keep launching our character. We can just spam the double jump and just keep launching in the air. So we're gonna fix that. So what we're gonna do is we're going to pull this guy over, right click, look for a do once, and I'm gonna plug this guy right here in. And then we need to reset this. So we're gonna right click, and we're gonna look for an event on landed. And we're just gonna plug this guy. So after we land, it'll reset the do once, and then we'll be able to double jump again. So we'll test that real quick. So double jump, it works. You can't spam it. And when you land, you can double jump again. So one other issue real quick though is that the second jump animation is not playing yet. So that's the last thing we got to do. So let's go into our, we'll just go back into the blueprint, click on our mesh, and I'm just gonna search on the anim class here and go into the ABP Mani. I'm gonna pull this guy back, and I'm gonna press S on the keyboard and click to get a sequence node. And then we'll plug this guy in. I'm just gonna pull this back a little bit more, and I'm going to cast the BP third person character. I'm gonna copy this get owning actor, copy, paste, plug that in. And I'm gonna right click, promote to variable. And then down here, I'm just gonna pull this stuff over. And I'm gonna add a pin to this sequence node, and I'm gonna get our as third person character. And I'm gonna get double jump. right here. And then I'm gonna promote to a variable, plug this guy into the sequence. Pull this over here. Compile, save. Now we're gonna go into the anim graph. We're gonna go into the main states. And right now, the way this is set up, it's set up to, this is set up to jump into the fall loop. We need to have the fall loop be able to go back into the jump. So we're gonna plug that in. We're gonna go into this and we're gonna just pull our double jump variable in here. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna have an issue here. So let me just check. No, actually it's fine. I had an issue in my testing with it looping. If you do have an issue with it looping, you can go in here and you can set this to not loop in case that is an issue for you. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Something else you can mess around with is on this this transition right here. You could play with the blend time, so how it blends from fall loop to jump. So if you make this like a full second, it'll blend a bit slower. You know, it's a little snappy. I mean, it still kind of is snappy, but like that's because if you double jump before you're in the fall loop, it'll snap. But it's like, let me just try to get a little bit higher here. But if you're in the fall loop, you'll see it doesn't even hardly play the animation because of how much that blend time is. So let me go back down to like 0.5. This is just something you could play with if you want. Let me get back up here. Yeah, and you can see it blends a little bit more when we're actually in the fall loop animation. And yeah, that's pretty much all this one's gonna be. If you have any questions, let me know those down in the comments. If you have any kind of tutorials you'd like to see, also let me know those down in the comments. And if you like the video, hit the like button. It definitely helps the channel out a lot. It's actually pretty important for the algorithm. And yeah, if you're new around here, definitely subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.